I'm really excited to be sharing this with you today because finally, it's been a long time coming, I have finally developed the Black Book. Now this little book used to be up here, and quite often when I would do my research and when I'd be doing my deals, all the knowledge I had in my head allowed me to build a very successful property portfolio. Now, some of the tips and things I've learned over the years have made a huge difference in fast-tracking me forward. So what I've finally done is put it together in a book, and it's all about advanced strategies for savvy investors. So some of the things I cover off is interpreting the numbers. You know, a lot of you, look, I feel your pain. We keep telling you as educators, go and gather the data. You go and do that, and then you go into overwhelm thinking, oh my goodness, there's so much data, what does it all mean? Well, I've got a step-by-step guide for you to understand what the actual numbers mean, how to interpret them, and then how to maximize them to your benefit. I've also looked at things like, you know, taking your data to the next level, a combination of stats with other research. You know, how do you interpret it all? So hopefully you'll enjoy that step-by-step process. Part 2 of the Black Book is joint ventures. You know, again, I always talk about joint ventures, but one of the things most investors say is, well, where do I start? How do I do them? Well, I've got it here in the Black Book. I also take you through put and call options. You know, a neat little strategy that not a lot of investors know about or find it difficult to do. Well, I've broken it down into a simple process. As well as renovations done right. You know, so many investors do renovations and then either have overruns or you know, end up with costs that they weren't anticipating. Well, I've got simple processes in place for you to maximize your renovations. And developing, you know, I've done several developments over the years and I've made a lot of money out of them, and I've learned some real easy to follow processes to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's when it comes to developing. I've also covered off things like, you know what, investing in mining towns. There's so much media out there. There's a lot of people saying, ooh, mining towns, stay away. Well, you know what, again, being process driven, I've got templates, checklists and steps to follow for investing in mining towns the low risk way, because there are mining towns and then there are mining towns. I also take you through negotiating rental increases. You know, when your leases come up for renew, a lot of investors just don't realise that you can actually increase your rent, or you don't increase it by enough. So here's how you can maximise your cash flow, and that's part 7 of the Black Book. Part 8 is about buying property in your super fund. Part 9 is the exit strategy. Do you know how many investors go into investing without thinking about an exit strategy? You know, it's quite scary, especially when there are downturns, but a lot of investors come unstuck and panic. So that exit strategy is all about how to manage it. And you know what? There's no money down deals. There's so much more in here. There's over 100 pages of savvy tips, suggestions, processes, checklists, templates that you can use to really fast track your investing today and not tomorrow. So all you need to do is click on the link to grab yourself a copy. And with the Black Book, you also get at the back of it the CD-ROM so that you can continue to print off all the checklists and templates that I've got in the book. That way, you know, you don't have to write in the book, you just use the CD-ROM, print them off, and then just keep the book on your shelf so for future reference for just some reading material. So all you need to do is grab yourself a copy, enjoy, and I'm wishing you every success with your property investing.